Welcome to the thrilling first part of Conquest's earth-shattering arrival. Amidst the grim aftermath of the Invincible War, Mark Grayson lends his hand in the cleanup effort, only to be surrounded by the haunting sight of countless fallen victims. This grim scene deepens his despair. Suddenly, an ancient Viltrumite crashes onto the scene, sternly reminding Mark of his imperial obligations to the Viltrum Empire. He coldly declares that should Mark refuse to assist in Earth's subjugation, he himself will take Mark's place and, if necessary, eliminate him. Despite the timing, Mark dismisses him, only to learn that his visitor, known ominously as Conquest, was dispatched precisely because of his expected resistance. Conquest boasts of his unblemished record in conquering worlds, warning Mark of certain defeat should he choose to oppose. Unfazed, Mark retorts that he's been itching for a fight to vent his pent-up rage. With tensions boiling over, Mark and Conquest collide with explosive force, sending a massive shockwave rippling through the area. The impact hurls debris into the air and knocks nearby workers off their feet. In a display of brute strength, Conquest dominates the battle, hurling Mark through a building. Amidst the chaos, he taunts Mark about Anissa's previous warnings and expresses his perverse enjoyment in Mark's resistance. Seizing a moment, Mark lands a punch, yet Conquest remains unscathed, his grin widening. Fueled by rage, Mark launches another assault, propelling Conquest through several buildings. Conquest, amused, effortlessly restrains Mark and mocks his efforts. Unyielding, Mark lands a blow to Conquest's temple, earning a twisted compliment. Undeterred, Mark strikes again, launching his foe into orbit. The battle escalates as Conquest counters, driving Mark back to the stratosphere. Breaking free, Mark tries an old tactic, but Conquest, growing bored of the games, delivers a crushing blow that shatters one of Mark's goggles. Hurtling downwards, Mark covers a severely bruised eye while Oliver, Debbie, and her boyfriend Paul watch the unfolding carnage on the news, anxious and concerned. Oliver races to aid Mark, but the ferocious speed of their battle outpaces him. As Mark attempts dialogue, Conquest revels in the combat, refusing to cease. Oliver's sudden attack briefly distracts Conquest, allowing Mark a moment to save Oliver and push him to safety. Relentlessly, Conquest resumes his assault, pressing down on Mark with suffocating force. Despite the dire circumstances, Mark manages a headbutt, eliciting laughter from Conquest, who dismisses Mark's efforts as futile. Beneath the Pentagon, a horrified Cecil learns of the escalating conflict and consults with DA Sinclair about deploying alternate Marks as reanimate, only to discover a daunting obstacle in their creation. Cecil's despair is palpable as he mutters a desperate plea for divine intervention. Don't miss the escalating action in our next video. Make sure to tune in for part 2 of Conquest's brutal arrival on Earth. Subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when we drop the next explosive episode.